Alright guys, welcome back. So Thonan here, this is the Daily Grind, this is DC Legends. And today the event for Firestorm has opened, so I'm gonna give it a shot at the legendary level. Fortunately, I have several guys at Gear 11 that are featured in this event, so I should be able to finish it in one go. Let's hope that the energy is enough. So let's go get them. Superman's Gear 11. This guy, and no Gear 11 Bane is available for this. So I'm gonna go with Star Sapphire for healing. Everybody should be mended. So let's go. No particular synergies except that Swamp Thing gives mends to everybody, and the Star Sapphire, even though she is Gear 10, should also mend everybody who receives a buff, and she herself will also receive extra mends through her passive. I'm also going to be doing this for the newbie account in the normal stage, but don't worry too much. These events are only a single run. You don't get extra shards. It's 50, 150 shards if you finish both events. So if you run into a node that you are not able to defeat, today is Friday when I'm recording this video, and I think I will switch Deadshot to leader in the later stages. So if you run into a node that you cannot defeat because it's too hard for you, the enemies are hitting too hard or stuff like that, don't worry. Tomorrow on Saturday or Sunday for some people, all the material events will be open, so you can farm your materials to improve your gear. And that's probably what I will have to do. These events are relatively new. They have been around for less than 6 months, and only recently, in the past 3 months, they have been an ongoing thing that is featured every month. Last month was, I can't remember who it was last month because I didn't do it. Well, I will have to check my notes. I don't keep these things committed to memory. But it's a nice opportunity if you have the characters at high enough gear. This is the legendary side. They are split in two sides. The first one ever was for White Lantern Sinestro, and that was give me a second, my cat is doing bullshit. Just give me a second. She doesn't understand that she's not allowed to the food cabinet. But she's clever enough that she knows it's wrong, so once she sees that I'm stepping up, she just runs away. The perils of recording live. You plan for everything to be perfect and then something comes up. Anyway, so yeah, back at it. The first of these events was White Lantern Sinestro, and it was a single event. It was open to any toon, but it was very difficult with a restricted list. This is the style of event that we used to have for the monthly events when the game launched. It was a very restricted list. This is more or less the number that we had available. Count them. That's 4, 8, 11 characters that you get to choose, and you have to mix and match. But now they've made it easier for people because they split the big amount of shards goes to the legendary side of the event, and the unranked or normal rank open for non-legendaries is way easier. So if you don't have any legendary, you can still get these shards. Now, Firestorm is not meta because he doesn't have any can't miss move. But he is still a very useful and fun character to use, so that's why I'm fighting to get him to Legendary 4, and I'm still debating whether to push for Legendary 5 or not. I have him Legendary 3. And these events are mostly for the old guard, the players that have been around for a year or longer. You can see from the character selection screen, several of these are paywall characters. The only free ones, so to speak, if you wanted to run a fully free team, would be this. Because everybody else is a hard paywall. Red Robin, Greatest Detective, Mera, Starfire, or was a feature character for a specific month. In this case, Atrocitus and Wonder Woman Defender of Justice were made available through a monthly event. And Superman you can get to rank 4, rank 4 if you finish the whole story mode and the heroic nodes. You get 90 shards of Superman, so you can get him at least to rank 4. He has had PvP weeks. He was featured in the Alliance shop. He's got presents for him for his anniversary last year or earlier this year. He had shards were given to any player that logged in on a single day. And Firestorm, as another trivia bit, Firestorm was the second character to ever receive a heroic challenge. Now, back in the day, you could only run each node once, and then you had to pay some gold to get extra shards. The first one ever was Ledo Joker. Ledo Joker was the first character to get a heroic challenge. They were very difficult and restricted. There was inclusively, or I don't know the real word, but there was a guide on how to spend the least amount of gold to get 100 character shards, and the minimum was 6k gold, I believe. So it was a very good offer compared to buying the shards from the actual store. But yeah, if you haven't seen Firestorm a lot on PvP, that's because he has had very limited availability in all the 2.5 years that this game has been out. He has only gotten like a single PvP week in 2.5 years, And in second version of the heroic challenge, where you could get 165 shards of the character if you ran the event completely. And then he got a modern version of the heroic challenge, like the one Penguin got, where you can run the nodes over and over during the same day. So that's why you don't see a lot of Firestone. So this is the gimmick for this video. Everybody on this team is a character that you can farm from rare alerts, from nodes, or has had heroic challenges in the past. Flash in this case has a single node in heroics, but has been around on the PvP packs for quite some time. I believe it's been like 5 months. So you should have, if you have been playing for at least 6 months or something, you have all of these characters at least at Legendary 1. And I will run Swampy with his upgrade basic, Deadshot with his leader, and the Star Sapphire with her basic or her passive upgraded if you have only the option for Legendary 1 for any of these characters. And of course, the highest gear that you can afford for these characters on the Legendary side of the event. And I don't know what node we are at, but it's already costing 30 energy, so I'm going to check real quick. I'm not going to run the normal side on video. I'm not going to record it because very obviously, if you can finish, oh well, only 5 nodes left. If you can finish the legendary side, then you of course can finish the normal side. I'm only going to record the normal side to see how far can I get on non-legendary gear 8 toons, and it's probably going to be this exact same team for my newbie run. But it's worth to run it just from the legendary mission that gives you 5 green rings if you are a newbie. Sorry, I like to eat while playing. And this is why I was suggesting that if you bring a Star Sapphire, you bring her basic, because it gives her intelligence up, and at gear 10 she hits real hard. So now let's see if the Flash goes crazy. The rework hasn't gone live yet, so I'm really hoping that it's a good rework, because Flash he gets a bad rap because he is one of the launch characters that has been suffering from power creep, in that newer characters have way more utility, do way much damage, too much damage, and as such he feels like he's weak, but he's not. He's really not. Even at gear 10, Flash is super amazing. Oh. Have you ever had chicharron? chicharron, chicharrones. They are a feature that is not exclusive to Mexico, but we have several flavors here. The original one is deep fried pig skin. You have to try it, man. You shouldn't allow yourself to die without ever trying chicharron with guacamole or rooster steak sauce. You have to try it. You should really give it a try. Tastes amazing. That's what I'm eating right now. And there you go. And bringing Swampy with his upgraded basic allows Flash to get critical hits more often. And Flash has one of the highest critical rates in the game. So when he starts going crazy, if he gets to attack several times in a row like this, you only need to get 4 speed ups on him. And it's random, but he will just go crazy on people. There's Deadshot doing his thing. Right. Let's get rid of the trash first. That's 2 hits. Oh, come on, Flash, go crazy. Let me showcase the craziness. Buff. Oh, damn it. He just doesn't want to do it. Come on. There. Now buff. Now attack again. There you go. I will take as an upgrade to Flash his Whirlwind to be a can't miss instead of a -1 cooldown. Just with that, I will be ecstatic. If this move was a can't miss. Same principles. Focus fire whenever you can. On whatever you have neutral or affinity advantage. There you go. Or make the upgrade passive do this out of turn, just like Swampy. Keep the conditional, but make it out of turn. Like in between strikes. I don't know. I don't really feel that Flash requires a rework. Look at him go. He just gave himself like 50 points of speed just from buffing. This pause you see is the game trying to calculate just how many men are on Star Sapphire. It's pretty crazy right now. Boom! And the thing with Flash is that if he kills the enemy, he will sometimes not proc his passives for whatever reason. Star Sapphire must have like 50 mans on her right now. There you go. That's Flash going crazy. Now remember, these enemies in the events have increased HP and defense. So it's not that Flash is bad. He's balanced in a way because imagine he went crazy like that, but had damage like many of the other characters that are newer. He will be just way too overpowered. In fact, he was the original anti-archer in the game. That was an 18k critical. For the people that say that Flash doesn't do damage, that was on buff, on a critical. He's squishy, yes. He should be. He's a speedster. He's a striker type of character. He shouldn't have a ton of defense. So there's that. I think this is the last node. So more speed ups. There you go. He just goes crazy. Now more criticals. That was a 6k critical. So over time, Flash has one of the highest DPS in the game. See? And I'm not using Star Sapphire's AoE because I want to keep her with 4 intops at all times. Her buffs last 2 rounds, so I want to maximize her damage. Now she will perform a critical every time she attacks. And I need that damage versus greens. Especially because Firestorm has high special damage defense. Come on, come on. I critical. And I'm focusing on Firestorm because one lucky AoE and he might kill Flash. So now he's gone and I can get rid of the trash mobs way easier. Come on, Flash. Come on, Flash. Show you're cool. There you go. So that was interesting that Swamp Thing attacked in between. Oh, so that wasn't the last node. Alright. So it's this one then. Back to map. Come on, Flash. Come on. Yes, it's the last node. You know those life and death energy rings should be a hard reward. Like you finish the node, you get them for sure. And they should give more XP agent. I mean, why level 3 XP agent? It should be like 20 level 5 XP agent. Sorry. So there you go. Last node. Only 3 toons. This is 2 years of work on my roster showing. Come on. Critical. Ooh, that was a hard hit. Getting 3 stars on this is not a priority. You get the same amount of shards with 1 star or 3. But let's try to reach the last wave with as many characters as I can. Which one? This one. Swampy went crazy. Oh man. Flash is just too squishy. But no problem. We still have the advantage. Oh man. Out of all the characters, and it was neutral affinity, it was green on green. So yeah, I have to get rid of Firestorm now, real fast. Let's see you deal with Permablitz, my friend. Let's see you do that. Ouch! And there you go, that's the event. I'm seriously gonna ask for DEATHSTORM to show up in the game. So close. So close. Replay level. Can we replay now? Ah, but yeah, no shards. Just yeah, don't waste your energy rerunning this. Uh, you're better off buying a reset on the ring event. That coincidentally is today. So let's go back to my hero tab and check on Firestorm. There you go, my dude. I'm only missing his basic and his transmute barrier. So what do I need? It's 550, so I only need 110 more shards. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Legendary 5 with him. And just to close the video, I'm gonna seal club on this, the showdown arena. So I'm ranked top 1000 right now without even really trying. If you want an argument about why you should go high gear, if you already have your characters from Red Alerts at the point where you want them, Legendary 2, Legendary 3, whatever, at the rank that you aim for and want to have, you can start gearing up, and then all of this become a walk in the park. Because I'm still clubbing with this. And why seal clubbing? Because the showdowns, just like the siege, actually show what your actual PvP rank is. And a funny tidbit, Gear 10 Gear 10 Mary Marvel is faster than a Gear 11 Black Adam. So there's that. And now anybody can kill him. So Shazam! There you go. 17 points for free. Why wouldn't you seal club like this? It frees time to do something else. So that's the video. Thank you for your time. I'm very thankful that more people are subscribing to the channel. It's slowly growing. It's not my only video game channel. It's the only one I have in English. And I decided to focus on this because I enjoy it. Oh, a quick reminder because it's the theme of debate. What should I run? Heroics on chapters 1 and 3 or heroics on chapter 8? The rule is, if you want essence, because you need essence, you should only run the highest legendary stage you have unlocked. Finishing the normal chapters and the heroic chapters give you, once you finish everything, like 1500 gold when you add everything up. And they give you in total 90 Superman shards. So it's very worth it for a new player to do this, because once you reach this stage and you restart the last nodes of Heroic 8, you can start getting Black Adam shards. My Black Adam is the product of, it's now a Legendary 4 character. He is the product of farming over 2 years this node. That's a low pool 38k essence. Now multiply that, this is the low end. It can go up to 39 and 500. 39,500. So almost 40k essence. But in average, you will be pulling 37k and change. So multiply that for 10 runs and you get a total of 370,000 essence every day, because running 10 nodes of Heroic 8, it's very feasible for a free player. So you will only be missing the 100 gold from the legendary mission every day, but you will have almost 15 million essence earned per month. And Agent 4, which is cheaper to level up your characters, and Material 3. So consider that. There is no discussion. Alliance is a sham. It's just for extra energy. You can run 10 missions of heroics when it's a heroic day for this, and you will be scoring 50 to 100 points. I keep sustaining, if your alliance asks you for a minimum score every day, change alliance. They are not doing you any favors, you are doing the favors to the alliance. Because some days like today that I'm going to go ham on the Heroic Showdown, I'm gonna be scoring like 150 to 100 points, because it works for me with one of the featured characters. So I was going to run 20, 30 or 40 PvP fights anyways. Even if I didn't have the featured character, I would have run that exact same number of fights. Same during Siege and normal PvP days. And on Heroics, if I'm low like today on Alliance Essence, if it were a heroic day like Sunday, Tuesday or Thursday, then I will run as many as I could. If I'm okay on Essence, then I go for the gold and I run 30 heroics. If you do your missions right, there is enough energy to do the 30 heroics, and you only buy energy to perform heroic challenges or the monthly challenge. So that's not a problem for free players. Spending 1,000 points in energy, 1,000 gold in energy every now and then, it's expected and perfectly valid. But if you have the choice of running higher alliance points but getting less essence, or running Heroic 8 and getting only less alliance points, always run Heroic 8. Or if you are only up to Heroic 6, run Heroic 6. It's more essence for you. It's better payment in XP agents. So well, anyways, that was the video for today. I thank you all for your time. I welcome your comments. Remember to subscribe. I'm getting more and more subscribers. It's slowly, very slowly, but it's growing. My channel is growing, and I expect to start recording other games I'm playing to upload the gameplay to the channel. So we'll be seeing each other next time, and in the meantime, keep grinding on.